Way more than I would normally put on here. Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. My name's Christy and I'm here in New South Wales, Australia. Now my family is on the way home from work, so I've got about half an hour to prep something for dinner, and tonight I'm going to do one of our family's favourites, so I thought I'd share it with you. So I've adapted this recipe. Originally it is actually an Annette Sim recipe for one of her Simply Too Good to Be True books, and it is a Mexican beef tortilla stack. So I'm going to do it a little bit differently, just so it suits our family and the amount of mince that I would normally cook for us, not quite as much as the recipe in the book. But what we're going to need is 1 onion, 1 capsicum, a little bit of minced garlic, tomato paste, some tin tomatoes. You can use crushed, diced, it works with any sort really. A little bit of beef stock and a packet of taco seasoning mix. And finally, we're going to throw it all together in some flour tortilla sheets. So it's almost like a Mexican lasagna. It's quick and it's easy, so let's get at it. Now I've already cooked my mince, so it's just 500 grams of mince. I just kept it in the saucepan there already. Pop that there. And all we're going to do now is grab out a saucepan, dice up our capsicum and our onion, and throw that with a little bit of garlic just to sweat on the stove. Let's get this stove heating up. And I'll grab out a chopping board. Here we go. Okay, so all we're going to do to begin is, let me flip this down so you can see what I'm doing. I'm just going to cut up the capsicum and the onion, and I'm going to pop that into a saucepan over here with a little bit of the garlic. So let's get going on that. When my older children come home and I ask them, oh, what would you like me to cook for dinner? The answer is always tortilla stack. And even though it's not my recipe per se, because I've adopted this from elsewhere, my husband told me one time that he would have married me just for this meal. So, and you know what's so great about it is it's pretty quick and easy. You can have the whole thing in the oven in about 20 minutes. And then it only takes about another 20 minutes or something to cook. Now, I used to dice these quite fine, but now I'm chopping pretty rough today. If you don't mind the chunks, you can do that. Just going to grab a little bit of a bigger knife here and dice that up a little bit smaller. Oh, this onion's feeling pretty powerful for my eyes. Now you would normally put corn in this also. I don't put corn kernels into mine just because we don't really like corn. And so I don't feel like I need it. But if you like it, I think it'd be a great addition. There we go. So they're still nice and chunky. Just quickly cover up the capsicum. My eyes are watering. There we go. Almost there. And then that's pretty much all the prep, really. The rest is just throwing it together. So as I said, I've already cooked the mince. I mean, that only takes a few minutes anyway. Just makes it easier for me once I actually start throwing everything together. But the mince is already prepared. The meat's ready to just go in. Fabulous. Let me grab some spray. Just pop pop that up a little bit. Just going to give it a little spray in here. Do I have enough left? I just do. So about a teaspoon or so. Of the minced garlic. And then we're just going to toss in the onion and capsicum. I'll try not to make a huge mess, which I probably will. There we go. We need some smell-o-vision, don't we? I'm just going to give that a little bit of a stir around. And we're really just sweating that. I'm going to turn it up now. We're just waiting for that to get a little bit soft. And while it's doing that, I'm going to grab out the bowl I'll be using, move my chopping board over here so it's out of the way, and I might just grab a cup of water. Now, I'm pretty sure that the original recipe uses 1.5 cups, but I'm only using 500 grams of mince, so I only want 1 cup or it's going to be way too watery. And I'm just going to get that ready there by adding in about a teaspoon of the beef stock. I only have a small amount left in my can, so I'm just going to throw that straight in there. And the packet of the seasoning mix. Grab myself a fork. Go. That's nice and soft, so that's just about ready to use. Might turn it down just a tad. I'm going to whisk this up together. So this was the water, about a teaspoon of beef stock, and a packet of taco seasoning mix. Now into our saucepan, we're going to add the can of tomatoes, if you're going to put corn in this, you would add the corn now as well. I'm also going to add a couple of tablespoons of tomato paste. Oh, my new spoon rest is coming in very handy. And stir that around together. And then add in our liquids. Beautiful. Now let's give that a stir. Starting to smell nice and Mexican. Now, what we want to do, we're going to add our meat, but before we do that, we want to try and take 1 cup of this liquid and just set it to the side first. We're going to use that on top of our tortilla stack. There we go. That's about right. So I'm just going to set that to the side. Could probably turn this off now. And let's add in the mince. Give that a stir round. Now it's starting to look a little bit like you'd expect a bolognese or something like that. So you've got the mince with the vegetables and the sauce. I'll get another close-up. Okay. We're pretty much done. We're just going to put it together. So we've got these tortilla sheets. I might try and do it down here so you can see what I'm doing. I'm just going to give my tray a little bit of a spray. Let's move this over here so you can see what I'm up to. Now you're going to use 5 sheets, but you get 6 in the pack. So what I normally do is pop 2 on the bottom. So you're going to want to separate these. Oh, sometimes they're a bit sticky. I don't like that when they all stick together. If the pack's a little bit older or a bit squished in the supermarket. There we go, that one got a little bit squishy. And what we're going to do is layer this. So you don't need a huge amount in each layer. It all comes together at the end. But if we just take a spoonful or so, pop it on the base there, spread that out. So I said, imagine that you're making a lasagna. So we have our layer. Not very happy with these tortilla sheets tonight. Another layer. Doesn't have to be a huge amount here, so big scoop full and then spread it out. Another layer. There we go. Spread that lot out. And again. And let's throw all the remaining meat on top there. Oh, I probably could have put a little bit more on some of the others. Now, if it drips down the side, that's okay. That's no problem at all. Now what we want to do, we're at the final sheet, so we pop our final sheet on, then we're going to grab that sauce that we set aside and we're just going to tip it over the top. Excuse me. And that's just going to run down and moisten everything nicely. Now one thing I forgot to tell you was cheese. We're going to top this baby with cheese, so let me grab some out of the fridge. We can be pretty generous with this. My hubby likes a lot of cheese, way more than I would normally put on here. There we go. There we go. So I'm just using the tasty cheese, just the Aldi light one. And that's ready to go into the oven. Here's how we look right now, all stacked up, ready for the oven. Okay, so we are all layered up and ready to go into the oven. So it's going to be about 25 minutes. Pop that in there. There we go. Close it up and grab my new timer from Kmart, and I've got it on 30 minutes at the moment. I might clear that and just check it after 25. Sometimes it takes 30 minutes. I suppose it depends on your oven. but we'll have a look after 25. See you back when it's done. Okay, our timer is about to go off and I can see already that the cheese is well and truly melted on top. I actually don't like it this cooked usually. I like the cheese to be still pretty wet, but there we go. Smells amazing. Let me grab my other knife here. Cut a slice so you can see. There's the timer. Let me see if I can move you up a little bit closer so you can see. There we go. Now, normally I would serve this, depending on, you know, how hungry everyone is and what's happening. I would normally serve it either with a salad on the side. Sometimes I've served it with potato wedges on the side. And sometimes, like tonight, I think I'm just going to serve it all on its own. So you can see that one. I'll just slide that off there. And there's our tortilla stack. That didn't take long at all, did it? And just using things that you've probably already got in your thing. I've really got to set this camera up better. But anyway, this one's a real family favorite for us. We love this one in the house and it's quick and easy. And yeah, give it a go. Let me know if you do. And let me know what your family favorites are for quick, easy meals that are still, you know, reasonably nutritious for the family. So if you like this kind of content, guys, or you want to see more cook with me's or different things like that, then let me know below. Give the video a thumbs up and certainly consider subscribing. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.